All right, and we're back with part 3 of my Kinsman Major Molineux. So this is the really terrific ending to this story. And so Robin has been sort of treated normally. I don't want to say he's treated badly. Could have gone a lot worse for him, right? Could have gone a lot worse. But he finally comes across someone who really wants to help him. We don't get this person's name. I refer to him as the kindly man. You can also sort of see him as a mentor type figure. But what he is not is someone who's going to lecture Robin. He's not someone who's going to lay it all out. Look, Robin, listen, here's what's going to happen. Here's what's happening. No, he's really a good teacher, right? He's going to be with Robin when Robin discovers that his kinsman has been tarred and feathered and is not the least bit respected and is in fact down and out in this city. And he just is going to be there, and he's going to ask Robin questions. He's going to make Robin think, right? I like this guy because, like me, I'm not going to tell you guys what to think. I'm going to get you to think, right? I'm going to get you to think, but not tell you what to think. And that's what this nice, kindly man like me does. So I hope that you found someone in your life like this, other than me, who helps you think things through, who helps you discover yourself and your own way, because it's very important, and maybe someday you'll play that role for others. So Robin comes across the kindly man when Robin's sort of at his most confused, and he's been looking in the church, am I here or am I there? And he comes across, the man comes, hello, friend, must I wait here all night for my kinsman Major Molineux? And the very nice man, perceiving a country youth apparently homeless and without friends, which is true, said, well, my good lad, why are you sitting here? Can I be of service to you in any way? And I'm afraid not, sir, replied Robin, yet I shall take it kindly if you'll answer me a single question. I've been searching half the night for one Major Molineux. Now, sir, is there really such a person in these parts, or am I dreaming? Major Molineux, the name is not altogether strange to me. Now, this guy knows exactly about Molineux, what's going to happen, but he's playing stupid as a way to get Robin to think. I do that a lot. Have you any objection to telling me the nature of your business with him? So this guy wants a little more information first. Robin goes on and on. For I have the name of being a shrewd youth, observed Robin on his part of the story. I doubt not you deserve it, replied his new friend, but pray proceed. And he goes on to talk about how he's nearly 18 years old and well grown and what he's doing there, etc., etc. And now the kindly man has a few choices here. He could tell Robin exactly what's going to happen. He could throw him under the bus and probably get him tarred and feathered. He could just get up and leave. He could take Robin away and try to protect him from seeing Major Molineux. But instead, he allows the knowledge to come. He allows Robin to grow wise, less naive. And Robin's confused. He's talking about the red and black-faced guy to the kindly man. And the kindly man says, may not a man have several voices, Robin, as well as two complexions? Now, this is not something you think about when you're young and you haven't gained wisdom yet. You don't think about people having two voices and two complexions, right? A 5-year-old is the same all the time. They don't know yet how to be a phony, right? Like the tavern keeper was, customer service, but customer service is often being a phony, being nice to people when, you don't really feel like it, but that's your job. So this is a great grown-up question. Think about it for yourselves, people. May not a man or woman have several voices, Robin, as well as two complexions? Can we have two sides? Can we have two voices? Yes, we are complex, right? We are complex. And that's not something you No, I'm not even sure if that's something you can be taught. You have to discover it and deal with it. And they hear the crowd, they hear some tin horns blowing. Something's coming. Something's coming, right? They come along, and lo and behold, the double-faced man has his eye upon me, muttered Robin with an indefinite. So a lesson for the youth, and he plays a part. So the mob comes up, and the man with the black and red face, the double-faced fellow, has his eye upon me, muttered Robin with an indefinite but an uncomfortable idea that he was himself to bear a part in the pageantry. Yes, they want to teach Robin that you have to make your own way and you can't depend on your connections. This is America, kid. Make your own way. So Robin is playing a part in the pageantry of it all. And then, very sad, and I feel bad for Major Molineux. He's getting tarred and feathered because he got appointed to a good job by the king. And, who wouldn't, maybe somebody of you wouldn't take that. I probably would. And we don't know that he's been a bad leader. It's just that he was appointed, not elected by the people. The power did not emanate from the people. Robin's eyes meet Major Molineux's. They stared at each other in silence, and Robin's knees shook and his hair bristled with a mixture of pity and terror. Soon, however, a bewildering excitement began to seize upon his mind. The preceding adventures of the night, the unexpected appearance of the crowd, the torches, the confused din, and the hush that followed, the specter of his kinsman, reviled by that great multitude, all this, and more than all, a perception of tremendous ridicule in the whole scene, affected him with a sort of mental inebriety, drunkenness, right? It makes him rethink the whole evening, right? It makes him you ever pick up a piece of knowledge that makes you rethink an entire day, night, week, month, your entire life? It happens. And he sees it all right there before him. And everybody he's seen all night is part of the crowd, and they knew it was all happening, and they're all laughing. The contagion was spreading among the multitude when all at once it seized upon Robin. And he sent forth a shout of laughter that echoed through the street. Every man shook his sides, every man emptied his lungs. They are laughing, they are having a good time. But Robin's shout was the loudest there. Why is Robin laughing the loudest? Why is Robin shouting the loudest? Because he's laughing at himself. He is laughing at himself and the whole scene. And he is, I think this is a good sign, but he's also a little inebriated on the scene, on what's before his eyes. The crowd moves on. The kindly man stays there. "Well, Robin, are you dreaming?" inquired the gentleman, laying his hand on the youth's shoulders. Robin started and withdrew his arm from the stone post to which he had instinctively clung as the living stream rolled on. His cheek was somewhat pale and his eye not quite as lively as in the earlier part of the evening. He's dazed by this. "Will you be kind enough to show me the way to the ferry?" So Robin's first instinct is to turn tail and run, not out of fear. They would have already tarred and feathered him if they wanted to. But he's sort of like, well, I guess I'll go back to the farm, go back to the country, a failure. My cousin is not in any position, my kinsman is not in any position to help me, so I'll just go home. It's an instinct we all have. I've done it, but it's not really what we should do. Kindly man says, "You have then adopted a new subject of inquiry?" "Why, yes," replied Robin rather dryly, "thanks to you and to my other friends." Now that's a big moment. Robin is I think these people were friends to him, but he's also being sarcastic. That's a sign you're growing up, that you're being sarcastic. "I have at least met my kinsman, and he will scarce desire to see my face again. I begin to grow weary of a town life, sir. Will you show me the way to the ferry?" "No," my good friend Robin, not tonight at least, said the gentleman. Some few days hence, if you wish it, I will speed you on your journey. Or, if you prefer to remain with us, perhaps, as you are a shrewd youth, you may rise in the world without the help of your kinsman, Major Molineux. So, not a happy ending for Molineux, though hopefully he'll scrub up and be okay. But I think it is a good ending for Robin. I think that he's going to, after a few days of deliberation, and maybe this man will be nice to him, and all the people who laughed at him will be nice to him, and he'll stay in town, and he will rise in the world without the help of his kinsmen. Because if you always depend on others, and yeah, we need others, right? But if you depend on a connection to get you somewhere that you might not deserve, that makes you weak, right? It makes the whole system weak. You have to get places based on your own strength, your own merit, with some help, of course. We all need help along the way. But just to get something because someone gave it to you, it makes you weak, and it makes the whole system weak. So, I'm optimistic for Robin. He has a lot of good qualities. He's honest. I think he's learned a lot. I think all the people here are going to help him out, right? I think they're going to help him out, because if they weren't, they already would have taken him down. He's got a good friend here who he's met, and I'm very optimistic for Robin finding his own way. And I think the story is optimistic for America to find its own way as well. When the story is written in 1832, we're only 20 years after the War of 1812, which was sort of the Second War of Independence from England, and not that long after the Revolution either, 1776. So America was still a young country trying to find its way, and we have. Right? We've been successful. So, great story. On a personal level, it's a growing up story. On a sort of national political level, it's about a country, a young country that's going to take care of itself, going to elect people. And I am very optimistic, as I said, for both. Exercise the power that emanates from yourself.